Yes, good morning, folks. Just wanted to talk to you all a little bit. Let me get my head out the way so you can see the topic of discussion. Last night, I took the Google Cloud Professional Data Engineer exam. So when I do things like that, I try to get my ideas out while they're still fresh. So I apologize in advance if my thoughts are a little jumbled because I'm just going off top. And I'm also aware that for an exam like this, I'm not going to get as many details as I would like, in this video. I might have to do some additional videos. So, because we're talking about all the Google Cloud data solutions and how they work together and what are the right scenarios for each. So this few minute combo is not gonna suffice. I will say, let me go through the sections real quick. The 5 sections, just so you can get an idea of what's on it. We have designing the data system. We got ingesting and processing the data, storing the data, preparing and using the data. That's for data analysis. And the last one is maintaining and automating the data. So I will say that you are going to want to know BigQuery backwards and forwards. That's probably the most, if you don't know that, you're not going to pass the exam if you're not comfortable with BigQuery. So I'll just put that out there. And then you get into some of the other solutions, like you do. It does talk about Apache Kafka. How to integrate that with data flow. Obviously, PubSub is Google Cloud's replacement for Apache Kafka. And PubSub can be used with data flow. It's a good combination of those two things. And also data flow is associated with Apache Beam, which is a programmatic solution, has reshuffles and stuff like that. All that stuff's relevant, and so in the questions, I did take a little more time than I usually take to take exams, just because with a lot of these questions, 1 or 2 words will change what you put down in the answer. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of examples of that. One of the data stores Google has is Bigtable. Bigtable is kind of like Cassandra, quick reads and writes. So that is Bigtable's performance capabilities make it a better solution, make it the right solution in some instances. So you'll be able to recognize that. I guess along the same lines, they have the memory store. They have memory store for Redis and Memcache. So you're going to want to be comfortable with that. Google Cloud Spanner is there, the globally distributed relational database that they have. You're going to want to know about the interleaving tables. That's kind of the way it stacks up against on databases like MongoDB. You'll want to know about that. But yes, it's definitely mainly BigQuery at the center. And then there's the security considerations, because you want to be able to share data. You want to be able to share data that has the personally identifiable information. You want that to be masked. You want to know about row level security, materialized views. That's going to come up. There's also some little nuances like data flow prime. You want to know about those things. And being able to migrate, Spark and Hadoop over to Dataproc. It gets into the networking as well. How to network with systems that are on premises. So all that stuff is there. And, like I said, I won't be able to go into as much detail as I would like, but I wanted to at least give you all some idea of what's on it, so y'all can start to, to think about it. When to use connected sheets versus when to use the Looker dashboard. I mean, that's there. We already talked about the security stuff, because you got different users, so you got different security requirements, whether it's a business user, data analyst, data engineer, data scientist. All these are different security requirements as in terms of what you can show and what people have access to. So you're going to have to be able to sort that through. You got the Google Cloud storage. Which type of storage do you use? What do you store in it? How long do you store it in there? How do you save money? All that's there. But we'll talk